in the world? Frenzied buyers. And I'm not mad at real estate agents, but they're historically not known for bringing tons of value. I mean, I'm just being serious. They offer product for sale and they say, please write the contract, here you go. Am I right? I'm not mad at them, but they're not investors. They don't ever ask questions. They don't ever say, hey, you're overpaying for this, John. You shouldn't buy this real estate. They're like, yeah, this is great. I make 6%. Let's do it. Right? So Chris is not doing anything wrong. He's taking advantage of the market. But his list of buyers and his rehabbers aren't the guys buying this. I think it's the guys off of Craigslist. I think it's the frenzied buyers, but they're out there in this market too.
Because I would think that if I was one of his buyers, I would, and I didn't make much money off, I wouldn't work with him again. Cool.
But he doesn't care if the market's blowing off. He got 2 offers on the first property at the same price. He just took the first one. Are you with me? Mm-hmm. So I like where you're going, but those are things you can't control. But we do need to do good business. But I just know Chris does it the right way. He communicates. But he's not going to stress out if somebody wants to overpay.
See, so these are just people that are just said, I need it, I'm going to get it, it doesn't matter what.
It's where the market is in Vegas. Did y'all know y'all can just stick a property in the market in Vegas under $300,000 and it'll sell in 3 days? Did you know in San Diego you can put a property on the market any price and it'll sell in 3 days? Multiple offers, 20 offers. The market's been climbing at like 15 to 20% for about 12 months in San Diego. It's obscene.
Are those owner-occupant buyers or those investors that just park the cash?
Those are average to market prices. So there's some great deals in there, there's some not great deals in there. But I can't imagine at full price from the 2007 meltdown that anybody's making a great investment unless they buy at a discount. If you're buying full price at 1.6 and the market should be 900, you're not cash flowing that property. You're parking your money. Yes, sir.
So one other thing to add on top of that.
These are assumptions.
And I understand that you were having the question of, man, is this investor savvy enough? Do they know what's going on? It doesn't really matter. Just like Coach said, it has to do with what's the market allowing for, who's wanting to buy it. What if it ended up being somebody that bought it, so when Chris sold it at a wholesale price, what if it was a buy and hold investor? For Chris, it doesn't matter. He doesn't have to qualify as, hey, there's a demand for this. He's going to sell it at the price of what it is. That buy and hold investor might make 5%. But still, that buy and hold investor is happy. He bought it. Chris, told him what's going on. That's what the market supports. And he's going to make his money off of it. So if you try to scrutinize too much of, hey, was this good for this rehabber, or is this good for this buy and hold investor? You're going to be losing out on deals because you can't wrap your head around it. The market is what it is. Just let it do its thing.
Let it be what it is. But here's what I'm going to say with that. Do you hear how much our brains are turning and your own brains are turning to figure this out? Mm-hmm. That's the enlightened thought that I encourage because that's where people learn to invest better. That's what the rehabbers aren't doing. Because, I've had people tell me, well, we went to this event, the guy says I should be buying property, so we took our savings and went and bought property. And I'm like, dude, now you're stuck. What the freak are you doing? Well, I'm like, if you're going to just listen to ideas, cool. But if you're going to think about the ideas that you hear and put some enlightened thought on it, now you're empowered. That's what we're preaching here, guys. Empowered thinking. I encourage you, Jason and Eddie, dude, go out and say no to your next 99 deals. Because one of them's an actual deal. Just learn to say no. I don't know why it's so hard for people. But in Vegas, people can't say no. They are completely intoxicated. They leave the strip intoxicated. They take loads of cash and they just blow it on real estate. And then they park their money and it's obscene. And I don't want you to be that person. Okay? Cool? So that was what you were sharing in the videos. The video that I had is know when to say when. I was actually saying know when to say when. Your when you buy is going to be 97% less of the time than when you say yes. Do y'all realize you need to make 100 offers to buy 6 properties? And that's if you're really good at it. The average person doesn't just find deals all over the street.